One of my dad's friends told me to my face, point blank, that I look like Spock. She didn't lie though. I do look like Spock. Hi girl, you're right. Today, I'm in a really strange mood, and I think hopefully you guys understand what I mean when I say when you just want to get ready. I have no plans. I have no idea what I'm getting ready for. I want to get ready. It's a Wednesday. But then again, in the UK, every day is a Friday because everyone's an alcoholic. So it's a real problem. There is a possibility that I might be going out on a date tonight. Horror. I feel nothing but horror. If not, I still just, wouldn't mind getting ready, just being mysterious at a cafe reading my book and doing some extra work. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get ready and I'm going to talk about some of my recent favorite books that I've read. I just finished Just Kids last night, and I'm just gonna insert a picture of what I looked like. So I have my huge and that is disgusting. It's an old Rolls Royce bag that I found at a thrift store, and I thought it was super cool. I love Rolls Royces. Like, I need a new one because I'm not even gonna show you the other side. Actually, I'm not even gonna show you because I probably will get reported because you will think that I live in a pigsty. Don't really have a mirror. Do I have one in my hula? That is a sorry excuse for a mirror. Or I could use the Kai lighter, which is very sturdy. So I realized I did have to turn off the song because I might get copyrighted and the video might get taken down. Can you grow up, YouTube? I want to get ready with music. Let's dance. Let's dance. The first book I want to talk about is Just Friends, which I have just finished last night. I didn't know who Patti Smith was going into it, so like I didn't have any idea of her life story previously or her and Robert's relationship or anything like that. Like I had no idea. So I went into this pretty blind, and all I have to say is pain. Pain. I don't know what it is. It's basically just the story of Patti Smith, who is a musician, and her first love named Robert. It's a true story. They met in New York City and they were like homeless together in New York City. Not only does it touch on like their relationship and their love story, but it also touches on being in your 20s as a creative person who wants to be an artist and just how lonely and isolating it can be. And I've been really like deeping that feeling lately. Sorry. Day, all night, microfine setting mist. Me literally doing full beat on a Wednesday. Yes! It's about how lonely and isolating it can be in a big city. And they both moved there kind of willy-nilly, like didn't know anyone. The first few weeks she was there, she was literally sleeping like in parks. Sorry guys, I had to move this whole operation around because my camera just decided to die. Anyways, as I was saying, right now my concealer is like dried. As I was saying, they just have this instant connection where both artists, they're both super young. I think they're both like 22, homeless in New York City, no idea what the fuck going on. Sorry guys, I know I keep moving around, but this is just the most annoying thing of all time. They kind of strike up this unplanned alliance in a way where they both become, it's a little heavy. They both become each other's muses in a sense. Patti doesn't really know that music is what she wants to do. She starts off as a poet, and they both do a bunch of things. Like they both write poetry, they both draw, they both paint, they both create art. A lot of times inspired by each other. I don't know if y'all know about the Chelsea hotel lore in New York City. I'm pretty sure one of the American Horror Story seasons was like hotel. I'm pretty sure it was based on the Chelsea. It's basically this like world-renowned hotel that's famous for housing some of the best artists, like poets, writers, actors, known to man, during their like first few years as starving artists. They all like lived at the Chelsea Hotel because I didn't know this. The manager of the hotel would take art as rent. They would use art as the currency to like rent out rooms in the hotel and like live there permanently. Okay, that was just way too much. Just blend it out. Hey guys, my phone literally keeps dying. And is it plugged in? Yeah. So riddle me the fuck out of this. As I was saying, now I'm going to do the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. This is in the shade Worth. A dot there, dot there. And I like to do a little dot on the bridge of my nose. So throughout the story, me holding this giant ass, you guys, one day my videos will not be so botched and I will actually have my shit together. I'll have a ring light, I'll have a tripod, I'll have an editor, and life will be bliss. This is me. Don't ever say that I haven't showed you my true personality, because this is it. As the story goes on, we kind of get to see differences that Patty and Richard both go through. One of which being Richard's beginning to get curious about his sexuality. Like, he's starting to explore different experiences with other men. Patty goes on to explain how it affects her and how she's kind of unsure. You know, this was in the 60s and 70s. This was before everything was super accepted as it is today. Like, homosexuality was a very touchy subject and it was starting to come into its own, but it wasn't quite there yet. But it was a large part of life in the 60s and 70s. I mean, it always has been a large part of life, but it's just never been talked about or accepted. More predominantly in the artist community. Actors, writers, poets, visual artists, like photographers. Now I'm gonna do my Hoola bronzer. It's really interesting though, the discourse about homosexuality from Patty's point of view with Richard in the book too, because it's like she doesn't really know how she feels about it yet. I mean, imagine like your boyfriend who you think is the love of your life telling you, you know, like, I want to experiment with other men, as well as the discourse surrounding the AIDS epidemic that happened in the 70s, which is tragic. And unfortunately, you know, claimed the lives of many, many people. I think what I loved most about the book was that even through all of the weird experiences they had, as they were living in the Chelsea Hotel, they became acquainted with so many insanely prolific artists like Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. They met and became acquaintances, and some of them even close friends with. Hearing it from an insider point of view, like what went on, like if you're a music lover of the 60s and 70s, I think you would really, really enjoy this book, because it really goes into a deep dive surrounding the lifestyle of these crazy stars that we don't really know much about, because obviously this was before the age of social media. I just whack my face with this stuff, okay? Oh, you wear so much makeup. Oh, you're caking. I don't care. Guys, it's really hard talking and doing my makeup at the same time. That's not something that I usually do, so I'm just kind of like figuring out how to tackle this. Now my eyebrows, I get a lot of people commenting on my eyebrows. Not on here, but in real life. One of my dad's friends told me to my face, point blank, that I look like Spock. She didn't lie though, I do look like Spock. I did shave off the ends of my eyebrows. Why did I do that? I don't know. No, I did it because I really love the like fox eye look, and I really think, for me, I think it suits me. And if you think it doesn't, well, this is my face, babe. I will do what I please with my face, okay? And I like them. I like having Spock eyebrows. Sorry, it's really hard for you to look at me while I'm doing this, so if you could just like turn around.
I freaked out, man.
I don't know if I love doing my makeup like so close to a mirror. I almost prefer doing my makeup looking in a mirror that's like farther away, because it's like, it almost puts like a filter over everything, like it's not that serious. Oh, frick. I'm so sorry guys, this is a really chaotic video. But I know some of you do like the chaos of my videos, so I'm just gonna keep it like this, okay? Also, don't look at my fingers. I don't have my nails done, and I realize that they look super goofy. Anyways, not only is Just Friends about life of struggling artists and a love story, it's also just about friendships. I think it also really speaks on true love, and how if it's true love, no matter what decisions that person makes or you make, at the end of the day, you know that that person will be there for you. Guys, I'm so afraid to say it, but it's come to this. It's come to me filming on my phone. Okay, my camera is not working. I don't know why, and I don't want to think about how much money I will have to spend if I have to buy a new one. But the point is, I'm here. Let's finish this goddamn video. I've said enough about Just Kids. I really liked it. I rated it 5 stars. Also now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. This is like the only palette I brought to London. I don't know why this is the one I chose, but for some reason I did it. And I like to go in with the color Lure, which is like this really beautiful, yeah, Olivia, that's really doing it. It's like this really beautiful, like, help. And I find it looks really good with blue eyes. If you have blue eyes, I cried like an actual bebe when I finished it. For educational purposes as well, like the AIDS epidemic and homosexual experiences in the 70s. Next book I absolutely loved recently was Gallant by V.E. Schwab. V.E. Schwab is my favorite author of all time, blah, 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 blah. I say it every single time I film a video, okay? So this isn't news to you all. It's really not. I also grew up as like a huge lover of Coraline. Coraline was the best. I know that V.E. Schwab does get a lot of her inspiration from Neil Gaiman, who I also, you know, is one of my all-time favorites. This book felt so Neil Gaiman. And that's not for everyone. Like, if you look at the reviews on Goodreads and Fable, it's really hit or miss for a lot of people. I think the thing is, with this book, so sorry, now I'm using Obsidian. I'm just doing like a little eyeliner moment with the eyeshadow. But I think the thing with Gallant was, I mean, you're not really reading it for the plot. You know what I mean? Like, you are, but very atmospheric, cozy, like Coraline type situation. It felt very, I was like picturing the ghouls and everything as being Jim Henson puppets. Like, does that make sense? I was like, this better become a short film or a movie because Jim Henson would slay. Jim Henson would eat Gallant by V.E. Schwab. But it's basically about this really young girl. I think she's 13 or 14 and her name is Olivia. She's in this all-girls orphanage, which is miserable and she hates it. And she was born with a gift to see ghouls. They're basically ghosts. But like, they're in bits and pieces. Sometimes she'll just see a clavicle and a jawbone and one eye. And the imagery is so cool to me. I love that stuff. She gets a letter summoning her back to her home estate called Gallant, essentially from her uncle. But when she gets to Gallant, well, she finds out that her uncle is dead. So who sent her the letter? Anyways, you learn all the lore about the Pryor family. There's friendship, there's heartbreak, there's everything. There is literally everything. I love V.E. Schwab. Her writing is so whimsical and beautiful to me. Like, I literally just can't, like, there's nothing that I can think about it that I don't like. I've said this a million times, but I have never read a V.E. Schwab book that I literally didn't love. Even one that I read and I was like, not even one that I was like, meh, meh, meh. Like, actively loved every single V.E. Schwab. Sorry guys. The spirits do not want me to get this video out to you guys for some reason. The spirits really don't want me to get this video out to you guys, but I'm gonna. Now I'm just gonna I do my makeup in a really weird order, by the way. Probably thinking, why is she now doing the powder blush? Like, that makes no sense. And I say, mind your business. Superdrug Revolution blush. It actually eats though. It's a really pretty shade. And I just the higher parts of my cheekbones. Do I slightly resemble a clown right now? Yes. To give makeup time to melt into your face. Does that make sense? The girlies will know what I'm talking about. Like, you need the makeup to just kind of melt into your skin, and then after like 2 hours, I find the makeup just looks perfect. So that's my take on why my face looks like an actual mud puddle right now. Gallant. Oh, I loved it so much. It was so good. And it's like a short read. It's like a great palette cleanser read if you're just looking for a quick read that you can get into if you like atmospheric type stuff and you liked V.E. Schwab's other works. I know that you'll like this one. It's literally just her. I love her. I love V.E. Schwab. Okay guys, now I'm gonna take my Tweezerman eyelash curler. I was about to say extender. Eyelash extender. No. And just curl. I am petrified right now. I'm terrified. I hate curling my eyelashes, guys. I hate it. Rachel. Show me, Rachel. Jesus. I really have a sneaky, deaky feeling that I'm going to end up just reading by myself somewhere and then just coming home. If the man who I think I might be going on a date with tonight doesn't actually follow through, I'm just gonna stay home. Like, I just can't be fucked. Okay, and now I'm taking, on my knees now, guys, my mascara. I'm doing the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Original. And then I'm gonna go over it with the Lash Sensational by Maybelline, New York. There's no part of me that actually wants to go on a date. Well, I shouldn't say there's no part, but I really don't want to go on a date. I just, like, I have no friends here. And I want to go out and do something. So, like, what am I supposed to do? Literally have, like, 2 close friends here and both of them are busy. But then I'm like, it's not that deep. I'll just go on a date. Worst case, I make a friend. But what if we just don't vibe at all and I'm sitting there and I'm just trying to figure out a way to get out of that situation? Because that has happened to me before and that is a horrific feeling. And so I just want to do everything in my power to make sure that that doesn't happen. Because also, I find if I go on a date and the date is bad, it just ruins my day more. I go home and I cry. Like, wow, there's no hope. All the good ones are taken. They're not. I know that there's nice boys out there. I know it. Where? I'm afraid I can't tell you. Or, you know, really stand by my word in confidence, if we're being honest. But if I choose to believe that there are no good guys out there, then what's the point of all this then? You know what I mean? I'm just joking. Obviously, I'm the first one that's like, life is beautiful, everything about life is beautiful, which it is. But like I said before, you know, sometimes you can get lonely, and that's fine. Being lonely is a natural part about being human, especially if you are someone who's just moved to a new city or a new place and you don't know anyone. It can be really isolating and really lonely. This is the second place I've moved completely by myself and haven't really known anyone or the city that well. I used to live in Stockholm, and I'm actually thinking that I'm going to return to Stockholm because I made some really awesome friends there, and I just love Stockholm. I love London so much, I truly do. You're always feeling on edge, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun. There's always something to do. But if you're just moving here, it's kind of a paradox because it's equal parts overstimulating and isolating and lonely. Like, you're surrounded by all of these people all the time, but have no friends. Hey, am I gonna cry? No, I honestly do love it here, and I'm so happy that I'm here right now. Do I think... Yeah, so my highlighter just spilled all over my pantaloons. Carpet. Oh, that's so awesome. That is so awesome. Thank you. Because then the paradox continues by the fact that I love being alone. And I really am not, like, looking for a relationship at this point in my life. But hey, I would like someone to just spend time with. Like, sue me. Okay, now guys, finishing touches. And now I like to do a little highlighter. And I like to do it right on the little tip of my nose. Down the bridge of my nose. My cupid's a bow. And just a little bit. Tell me why I almost said a little bit on my cornucopias. Hey. And then a little bit, like, under the brow. And congratulations, you are now Olivia Lloyd-Baker. You have now transformed into Olivia Lloyd-Baker. Actually, I haven't done anything on my lips yet. It's this video, I'm actually, like, apologies are in order. I'm sorry. Because my intention to make this a really cute sit down, get ready with me while we chat about books video. And I feel like I just completely harassed you with horrible angles, going off track, no planning. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Suede Lip Liner in shade Soft Spoken. Doing this in silence is so hilarious. I don't know why. Now, the NYX Fat Lip, which I think is a really aggressive name. Ta-da! Guys, thank you so much for watching this heinous, diabolical, shitstorm of a video. I just want to say thank you. I love you guys truly. I've been having super I hate saying content creator block. I've been having content creator block. I enjoy doing reading vlogs a lot, but I want to spice it up for you guys. I don't want to do the exact same thing every single week. Like, I want to be able to give you guys more stuff to work with here. So let me know what you want. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching again. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at livyslib for more content. I love you. Have the best day or evening, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.